didn't recite dhikr of Allah, but their recitation was upon the durood and salawat of Sayyidina Muhammad was their power, because Allah was in the durood al-sharif. So it wasn't just a path of just saying Allah, 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 Allah all the time, but the power of that verse and that holy name, all encompassing name of Allah Zati wa Jalalihi, in which He wants to grant you the power, is through the durood al-sharif, in which you Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina, and the hundreds of thousands of variations of durood al-sharif. And each one has a medicine and an energy to resolve an issue, a sickness. Ismuhu dawas wa dhikruhu shifas. Why? Because our shifa, our healing and our connection is in the dhikr. Which dhikr? Then they understood their lives and how they're going to energize. They said, even the dhikr of Allah in Naqshbandiyatul Aliyah is not the dhikr of Allah in which you recite Allah, because we went over that in the 11 principles of Naqshbandiyah and Mawlana Shah Naqshband. But that was a course for the murshids, when to have consciousness and recite Allah, Allah, Allah. The power of that recitation is when you lost yourself and you're now in the dress of Muhammadan Rasulullah. If you are just you reciting Allah, alhamdulillah for tabarak and blessings. But what is that in the tariqahs? Because the tariqahs are the way of what? To rid yourself of you and to bring you into the light of Muhammadan Rasulullah. La ilaha anta subhanaka inni kuntu minadh dhalimin. That I'm nothing, I'm zalim, I'm oppressor to myself, so who am I getting rid of? The self. If I get rid of me, what remains? That which I love. You be with whom you love. If my life is get rid of me, then whom I love will be occupying my reality. That's why then everything is about the Muhammadan haqqaiq, in which the student, they went into the fana of their shaykhs. From the fana of their shaykh they went into the fana of Sayyidina Muhammad, that they're nothing, that nothing. And as a result of being nothing, they asked Prophet to dress us from your light, dress us from your blessing. La ilaha anta, I'm nothing, I'm not existing. Nasiyan mansiya, even what Sayyidatuna Maryam oh I wish I was something non-existent. If I become non-existent, then that of what I love will become existent upon me. And that becomes the light of Muhammadan Rasulullah. When Muhammadan Rasulullah recites Allah, that's real. Everybody else is imitated Allah. You haven't seen Allah, you're not in that ocean of that power. But in the Muhammadan dress, when they make the dhikr of Allah, that's a real dhikr of Allah. And that has many different realities and understandings. That's when they take themselves, that's why it's in the awrad 5,000 silent, 5,000 loud, because people will come back and say, oh it says in the awrad. Yes, for you who are imitating, yes, is a tabarak and blessings. But why Mawlana Shah Naqshband put it is because his students were Muhammadiyun. And as a result of being Muhammadiyun, their dhikr of Allah is a real dhikr of Allah, because they are in the dress of Muhammadan Rasulullah. And that's why Prophet in his Muhammadan dress came and taught us of the reality of Allah. And what did Allah teach us? The reality of Muhammadan Rasulullah. When Allah Inna Allahi wa malaikatahu, this is the love relationship. Prophet teaches creation, come to Allah so that they accept tawheed and oneness. Leave everything else, leave any other power, leave everything you think you know, come to Allah. As soon as you begin to come to Allah, is a hidden treasure. and begins to teach you, go to Muhammadan Rasulullah, that he will take you to that ocean of perfection. Why? Because dress you from good character. Adabana Rabbi fa ahsanu fi tahdib. I was sent to perfect the character of the servants of Allah. So the protocol is teach creation Tawheed. And then Allah when He accepts the servant, now go back to the one who will teach you the law and good protocol, good character, good adab, good manners, so that you can draw near to me. قُلْ إِن كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ فَاتَّبِعُونِي. And if that is done correctly, فَاتَّبِعُونِي, because that becomes now from the tabi'een, those whom follow. Yuhibbukumullah, Allah will grant a Divinely love for those whom become Muhammadiyun. They're in the ocean of Muhammadan Rasulullah. When Prophet described, you be with whom you love. Was it for dunya? And then Prophet veiled himself from dunya and that was it? Or this is for all of eternity, you be with whom you love. Love the right people, you be with them, dunya and akhirah. So it means the best of whom to love is Prophet. When we have that love for Sayyidina Muhammad, you be with whom you love. Means what? The nazar of Prophet, the hudur of Sayyidina Muhammad, ishq and muhabbat of Sayyidina Muhammad overtake the servant and wash them, cleanse them, beautify them, perfect them and present them in a beatific light to Allah's Divinely Presence, where Allah describes, فَاتَّبِعُونِي وَيُحِبُّكُمُ اللَّهُ. At that time Allah addresses the servant because he sees the light of Muhammadan Rasulullah, He addresses them with His Divinely love. This is a huge, huge station in which Allah addresses the servant with Divinely love.